Here's a couple of Viettes right here. Bring them up. And this is Jan there. Damn, this fucking kid is ripping, bro. Full allowance this week. God damn, yeah, yes.
Look at his face.
How does he even know how to feel all this?
I got a game on tour right now.
This kid could also be 40 years old, dude. We don't know what's going on, bro. Unreal if that's a real person and not AI.
Somali pirates, like we think of them as like pirates, like they took to the high seas, you know, like, but what they were fishermen. And foreign trawlers from other countries, I think his example was primarily China, were coming in and just depleting the fishing stocks, right? So these guys that are on the Somali coast, they got pretty basic systems for fishing.
Yeah.
And then these big badass boats come in with these super deep nets and they just scoop up all the fish. Yeah. So what do the dudes do? The same thing you and I would do if somebody was doing that to us. Oh. We come together, we sit around, we have a drink. We're like, dude, how do we stop that? And we're like, dude, next time one of those things come through, we're going to go out there in our shitty little boat with some guns and take it over and tell them to stop doing it. And we create like a little small Coast Guard. Well, that sounds like what they kind of did, right? In the beginning of this story, these dudes just wanted their fish.
Right. They just wanted their food supply.
Yes.
And when you're not eating, 2 months later, you are a pirate.
Were you breastfed?
By a small breast.
So do you like, when you get a big one, do you just...
Oh, I have. I've overstayed my welcome.
Yeah.
On a big tit. Dude, I was dating this girl from Philly. She's visiting me, and she's like, oh, do they have bottomless mimosas or whatever? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, oh, in Philly, they got bottomless ones. In Philly, they have Dinos, and they have bottomless raviolis. I'm like, dude, I don't want bottomless raviolis. You guys don't have bottomless? She's like, oh, we went to my friend Julia's birthday last week and they had bottomless eggs at brunch. And I was like, oh, fucking hide my dick in a submarine. There's a fire department that serves bottomless coleslaw every year during summer solstice or whatever. I'm like, oh. You're sick, lady. You know, I was like, oh, no, I know a great place we can go and get some wings. And she's like, well, how many do they give you? And I'm like, this bitch. She's like, oh, I wish we were in Philly right now. They're having bottomless cheesecake over in Fishtown today at 4 p.m. I'd be like, I don't care. Oh, you guys don't have bottomless? Tonight in Center City, they're having bottomless manicotti. I'll be like, ugh. I do not ever want bottomless eggs. All chicks from Philly care about is getting bottomless meals. That's it.
If you don't have your own story, then you're going to be a bit player in someone else's story. Let's say you don't want to make your conditions for failure conscious because then you know when you're failing and that hurts. But the problem then is that you don't have a direction that's powerful, right? Because you're not consulting yourself, watching yourself, learning about yourself, figuring out who you are, and figuring out what kind of route through life you would have to take to be engaged. Okay, so then you get weak because you're not integrated. You're all over the place. You're scattered. And so if you don't have your own plan, painful as it is to develop one, partly because you have to take your own inadequacies into account, you posit an ideal, this is what I want or this is who I could be, the farther away that is from you, the more inadequate you feel in relationship to it.
Anything is possible. That's how I look at it. There's electricity, there's wiggas, there's shooting stars, there's lava, there's cats, dude. There's fucking cats, you idiot. There's snails. Yeah, I think anything could happen, man. I used to have this one line. In hindsight, this shit is horrible. I was like, let's play Hiroshima. I'll lay on my back and you blow the shit out of me. So that was... The Postmates guy showed up in the rain last night and it felt like I felt like I was in that movie, The Notebook. I mean, it was just wild. I started hearing just romantic music and he's standing there and, and he had 2 kebabs for me and I didn't want him to leave, bro, because I hadn't seen anybody. You know, and I just yelled. I said, I think you forgot a side item. And he turned back, man, and it was crazy. The rain was coming in lightning. And he turned back and he goes, no, it's in the and I looked in there, and it was in there. But when I looked back up from the bag to like acknowledge to him that it was in there, he was gone. And man, it was just, it was a lot.
I've done DMT once, and that was fun, but I don't know. I don't really want to do drugs anymore. I barely smoke pot anymore.
Damn.
I just like drinking.
You sound like a damn grandparent. You don't want to do drugs anymore?
I don't want to do drugs anymore, man.
I wouldn't want to have anybody kidnapped in my house, I don't think.
Especially 3 people.
Oh. Well, at least if you have, you know, they say if you have goats, you shouldn't have just one.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah, take me through this show, Animals on Drugs, because, you know, they had like the Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear, the movie.
Cocaine Bear. And then they have, I was trying to think of some, Crackoons would be good.
Crackoons. How did I not think of that as a title? Come on, Crackoons. That's a no-brainer.
What's that in your recycling bin?
Yeah.
You see a little bit of smoke coming up from the recycling bin?
Yeah, the bin's vibrating. Yeah. Poof. Crackoons.
He's like,
smiling. Yeah.
Crackoons.
It's actually a movie. I didn't even know that. That's
Crackoon
hilarious.
is a movie, you're lying.
2024 official trailer, Crackoon.
Oh my God.
I mean, look, so for that show, we capitalized on this hilarious thing that we're talking about. But the show's legit. The reality is animals are getting into like human substances across the world, right? Whether that's bears breaking in to get on booze and getting hit by trains and stuff because they're licking up booze off train tracks. Just a whole story I can tell you. The cocaine hippos in Colombia, like Pablo Escobar brought hippos over. They escaped. Now there's 200 of them. They're going crazy because hippos are not native there. In Florida, we found an alligator that actually tested positive for having meth in its system because it was living in the cesspool behind a meth house. So that's what the show is about. It's really at its core, it's a show about human-wildlife conflict. But you don't get people to watch a show called Human-Wildlife Conflict, but you do get them to watch a show called Meth Gator. You know, so that was kind of what it was.
Oh yeah, or Ketamice. That's what I was thinking.
Ketamice. There we go, man. We need like 4. You're like the Chat GPT of drug animals over here.
You're like, oh, you see a mice go in a hole. What about a K-hole?
A K-hole. He's just all
He's surrounded by cheese, but he can't even swallow.
No one's going to know. The kids aren't going to remember this fucking guy.
Dude, most people can't even see that far. How far can people see usually?
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, like, how far can somebody see?
What is
The
that
average sight distance for a person with normal vision is about 3 miles. Get fucked, dude. I thought it was like 70 feet or something.
Why are you asking this question?
I'm not sure exactly, I guess. What were you we were just talking about David Spade, average read.
Oh.
Whatever, man. We'll move it along.
I'm sitting here racking my brain trying to figure out what I should get my 8-year-old son for Christmas.
Yeah, an 8-year-old, maybe some backwoods fits or something. Or a treasure map. Maybe hide something for him and get him that treasure. Get him a treasure, shovel. Treasure getter. What do I know? 8-year-old kid might want to just sip trank or whatever and sit in a fucking sedan in the parking lot. I have no idea what kids are doing now.
What's the best way to introduce my Filipino boyfriend to my family? And my family's not racist, but still just like a different culture.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean, honey. Yeah, it's just a little bit of daytime racism, baby, what you're talking about. You know, nothing violent, nothing crazy, just, you know, it's like you got something stuck in your teeth. They're like, what is that? Damn, is that an N-word? You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Sometimes we still get things stuck in our teeth. Just because other people been having beef. But yeah, I think the best way probably to introduce a Filipino to some whites, I would do a ethnicity reveal where you put them in a box or put them behind a tree, and then you let your family guess what ethnicity he's going to be. Get one of those smoke things, and maybe it makes, I don't want to say yellow smoke. I mean, you can't do that. That's racist.
Just, you know what? Don't do the smoke thing. Have him come out from behind the tree. Dude, if your friend had a van, bro, anything could happen. You could start a small business. You could run a butcher shop in the back of that bitch, son. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing 40 miles an hour and fucking dropping bacon bits out the back. In a van? Anything could happen in a van. You could start a little family back there. You could start an advertising agency back there. You know, it's mad men back here in the third row. Dude, if you ever had a van with that third row, anything could happen in a van. But I remember when you were young, the night was thick. Boy, you got out your friend picked you up at 8 o'clock, y'all rolled out. If you was girls, you was a couple of bad bitches rolling out, you know. Put in your put in a real, put your strongest tampon in and hit the town. I think Vasectomy, was her name, actually. Exotic dancer, Vasectomy Harper. And anyway, she and this other lady were fist fighting one night in Cincinnati. Zoos could easily step it up. These animals, they have it good in the zoo. They don't do shit, man. You go to some of these cages now, you go to the lion cage, he's in there. He's always sleeping, or he's laid out, or looks like he's on a couple Xannies, you know? I'm sick of paying entry fees to see animals not do shit. Because we took them out of the wild. The wild is where God is out there setting it off. And Mother Nature's out there fucking twerking. And people are like, well, we gotta set the animals free. What? If we set the animals free, every penguin will be at Albertsons in the frozen food section, beating open a thing of fish sticks. Every leopard will kill every missing pet in your area. So I say we either put them to work or tell them to take a 4-legged hike. I want to see these apes fist fighting. I want to see the rats making soup like they do in the movie. I want to see penguins miming. Why aren't penguins miming? You got the colors. Do the fucking work, boys. There's a lot of Asians for Trump out there. Do you know that?
Can I say something to you?
Yeah.
I'm not the president of Asians. You seem to think that I'm their leader. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Did you see that Asian guy at the Trump rally? You see him? What happened to this guy?
I like to smile. If you want to kiss me, I will kiss you. Don't act scared.
Brady, come on. This is my first kiss.
Come on, bend over. I can't reach you.
I came to this Trump rally to find love. I wanted to find me a good American woman.
I'm not a woman.
Oh.
I'm not a woman.
Wait, what?
He keeps thinking I'm a woman. I'm a man.
Yeah.
Kiss that man. For Trump, bro.
Wow, bro.
Bro, that's Elton John.
Yeah, dude. Wow.
What is this one?
This is a Trump country. We live in the southeast. We drink sweet tea. We don't drink socialist Kool-Aid.
Wow.
This is a sweet free country. We don't drink the Trump Kool-Aid. What does he say? Socialist with the Kool-Aid. I wrote that speech for him. Did you know that? At the meeting I did. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm just a speechwriter, dude. He said it perfectly the way I wrote it.
He did. Yeah. After a lot of your time being in nature and spending time around nature and animals, do you feel like humans are supposed to be here? Or do you feel like we are an additive or a deterrent?
Really interesting question. What we should be as humans is docents of this planet. We're the smartest creature on this planet, bar none.
Docent,
right?
What does it mean?
The guardian of the planet. We should be the ones cultivating this garden that is planet Earth and taking care of it. Instead, and I don't know when this happened or how this happened, and this may be a weird take on it, it almost feels like we're like an ant colony, like a parasite on the planet, where we're just like overexpanding and just sort of taking over this whole thing. And I don't think we intend to do that, and I don't think there's a single human being on this planet that's like, we should wipe out everything, we should take over. But everybody like running on their hamster wheel of survival and needing to eat and needing clean water and needing new shoes and blah, 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 it ends up being this sort of almost like parasitic thing on the planet. And instead, what I think we need, and this is such a weird answer, but is this sort of mentality shift of like, okay, there's a lot of us. There's 8 billion people here, or 10 billion, whatever we're up to now. How do we take care of the planet so that the planet takes care of us instead of how do we industrialize as much as possible and take from the planet? And I don't think people want to take from the planet. I don't think generally they do. It's just, I believe we should be here. We're supposed to be here. But I think we've lost sight of the fact that as the most, what's the Peter Parker quote? With great power comes great responsibility. We have that power. We need to be responsible for that planet.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost wish there was like a breathalyzer for people that were in power.
Interesting.
So you could just see if they're fucking all right, just blow in here. Make sure you give a fuck about
You good? You good? Here, blow. Yeah.
Have you watered your plants at home today?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You good to drive this planet or not? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Hey, I'm gonna need you to pull this planet over to the side of the road for a second.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at you. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to name off a couple other teams. You tell me if they're good or not. Oregon Ducks.
Sucks.
TCU Horned Frogs.
They suck.
UGA Bulldogs.
They suck too.
The Toronto Maple Leafs.
Shit, I ain't never heard of them.
They suck then.
Yeah, they suck.
They suck too.
What about the Tulane Green Wave?
Oh, they so suck.
Oh, damn.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide!
Roll Tide! How many M-bombs have you done?
About 4,000 or something.
Damn, bro, you going to hell, bro. 4,000? You riding dark, dog? What happens to fake breasts? Do y'all puncture them and suck them out or leave them?
No, you leave them.
Oh,
They paid good money for those.
Hell yeah, boy. Now, if somebody requests me bear with an 8-ball, and I'm not talking bowling, I'm talking that cocaine, baby.
If somebody were to bring that in, I don't keep a drug-sniffing dog at the funeral home.
Yeah, that's one thing. There's no TSA when you flying up to heaven, man.
That's right.
Now, can you eat near the bodies or not?
It's frowned upon.
When The Undertaker, remember the wrestler, when he really popped off, did it put any pressure on the industry?
No, we weren't out there practicing the tombstone power drive or anything like that,
Yeah. Do a lot of people die holding their penis, I feel like?
No. Mama and Jesus always loved you, Theo.
That's it. Yeah. 4,000? Oh, my God. We ate cereal probably, I would say, 400 nights a year.
Okay. What do you think of Australians?
I'll tell you exactly what I feel like about Australians. I feel like you guys have served your time. Whatever you did, whatever your grandparents did, I believe you deserve to be free, man. All of you. Probably almost all of you.
Give us a tough word. Let's have a little spelling bee.
All right?
Renaissance.
Me or him?
The fair or the motel?
Fair.
All right. RENAISSANCE.
No.
Renaissance.
RENNAISSANCE.
Just one N.
He's right. You got it.
Well, it's also, you have 2 N's in your name, so you probably were, it's like...
I was sure it was 2 N's. I was so sure.
Burger King, they got that deal, 10 nuggets for $1.
Ooh. Now, I've heard of a deal before. A deal is something where you're getting something good. This sounds like a risk.
Found out why. Theo, I pooped my pants, man. I pooped my pants real bad. So I don't know if I can ever trust Burger King again. I mean, they're a fine establishment. I don't want to throw any shade at it.
You don't want to throw any shade, dude. Those guys just took $1 from you, and then you shit yourself for them. Is that business? What kind of business you like to get involved in, huh? Here's an idea, dude. Why don't you give me $40 and then go cut your fucking arm off? Nah, man, it sounds like you got taken advantage of by the king. A lot of these guys have bunkers. Zucky has a bunkie, I know that, somewhere out in Hawaii. Do you have a bunker?
I have, like, underground, concrete, heavy, reinforced basements, but I don't have anything I would call a bunker.
Hold on, dude.
Look, I'll let you keep me on the ropes in a lot of this conversation, but I am gonna call that out as a dang bunker, dude. Sam, that's a bunker.
What's the difference between a basement and a bunker?
A place you could hide when it all goes off or whatever.
I know. Yeah, I have been thinking I should really do a good version of one of those, but I don't. I don't have what I would call a bunker, but it has been on my mind, not because of AI, but just because of like people are dropping bombs in the world again, and
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah, basement right there. Part of a house building typically used for storage, laundry, extra living space, or utilities. And then bunker, built for protection, often military or emergency related, meant to withstand explosions.
Yeah, we don't have that yet. Do you guys do this just for me, or do you use ChatGPT as the fact check?
We did this just for you.
I appreciate it. This is nice.
In the future, everybody's going to be beige, and it's going to be ridiculous. We're all even arguing about race stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
It's beige
It's
power.
funny for white people to say that, though. To, be the purveyors of racism for the longest time, and then towards the end be like, what are we even fighting about? It's like, you don't get to decide that.
That's true.
It's very funny. It's like when a girl fights you, and then she's just like, she starts crying. You're like, what are you crying about? You fucked with me. It's an easy out. It's good for the honkies trying to hit the eject button. Like,
damn, is that
what
what
are
I'm
we
doing?
even
That's a good
talking
question.
about?
All right, going to college? You trying to go to college, you poor and white? There's no program specifically for poor white people. Name one, dude. I will wait. Nothing, man. I remember going to the financial aid office. She said, you got to be black, you got to be Latino, Native American, Pacific Islander, fucking surfers. The surfers are getting this money? We're landlocked, lady. Had a beautiful lady, beautiful black lady working in our financial aid office, Miss Linda. She said, well, come back when you're black. Rainforest Cafe.
Oh.
I used to take my girl there all the time.
It's a nice facility.
Well, I kept promising I was going to take her to, we were going to do, a Caribbean cruise and fucking...
It's just Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah, I would hope, subliminally it would help our relationship, I guess.
Mm.
Or, she would remember, oh, yeah, we're going to do that one day, you know?
And?
We didn't.
Never did. There's nothing more romantic than going to a place where children are running around at your feet.
Yeah.
Screaming kids.
Yeah.
Throwing poop like monkeys. What's up?
Oh, you were in a very realistic Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah. And I used to go to the Grapevine Mills Mall, and there's a Rainforest Cafe there. And I did one time witness a toddler someone had left on the floor unattended, and they had taken off their diaper and were playing. They were going to play with the poop. That was what happened.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's BYOB right there. I feel like for a kid, there's no other... Yeah, you don't I'm not showing up at a rainforest and... Yeah.
With an empty diaper, dude. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a child. Oh, I'm not showing up in a rainforest and just playing with something strange, you know?
I brought my own toys.
Yeah, I brought my own toys, man.
Theo Vaughn, gang, gang, baby!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rat King! Theo Vaughn!
This guy better be good.
You know, I remember a buddy of mine smoked so much crack one time and that his appendix burst. You know, because I guess your appendix doesn't like crack. I used to watch those videos of Japanese women eating big pieces of cake or whatever. You ever seen that?
Oh, like a mukbang?
Yeah, but it was before mukbanging. It was just like when people, it was like, you know, because Japanese people are like the human ASMR, right? Like,
Sure.
If you ever just been around a Japanese person, it's like listening to ASMR, but they're like in the room with you and they're just being themselves, right? They're not even, like if a Japanese person whispers in the woods, who the would ever know, dude? You can't even hear them, you know? So it's like, they're just so quiet. It's like, oh shit, I don't know what I was talking about.
But long distance relationships, dude, back in the day, think about it, you wouldn't see somebody for months. You'd write them letters, you get over there, fucking they don't even live there anymore. And it's just a couple of new neighbors that have been reading all the letters you wrote them. And they're like, damn, you sound like a real pussy, buddy.
There was one lady that covered the Trump thing. I think this was an Asian lady.
During a recent podcast with the comedian Theo Vaughn, Instead of talking about economy or immigration or healthcare or the global conflicts, they discussed cocaine addiction.
No, cocaine addiction. Because Amelia, let's be honest, Amelia Earhart, that bitch crashed. Okay, she gets a lot of credit, but where you at, Amelia?
Why, do you date a lot of whites or not? I haven't had love. I haven't made love to a white in years, dog. Wow. Yeah. The first girl you ever made love to, was she
Fat.
No.
Yeah. She was fat first.
Damn.
yeah, she was fat first.
Dude, I got food poison one time hooking up with a big girl.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Salmonella?
No, I think she just had so much food in her and it poisoned me somehow.
I find that the moon, say we went to the moon seemed like something Delta could get to if you really think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Delta Airlines?
Yeah, like if they...
Not Southwest, though, right?
I mean...
They seem a little shaky.
Yeah, it seemed a little bit shaky on there. Some of the people on there are wearing shorts. You know what I'm saying? When you get on, I don't trust anybody in shorts, especially at church. And that's one thing I love about a lot of Asian cultures. They don't get offended if you don't want them to jerk you off. Dude, when I was young, they had this fella bus. He would let us. He was a senior citizen, you know, and that's really the most citizen you can get. And we're peeing. There's a guy behind me eating fucking charcoal briquettes, bro. It's the dark arts. And it seemed like a cat, but the way he walked was more almost like his paws was kind of hot. And I said, well, surely somebody didn't heat a cat up and just let it loose outside. Her forearms had 6 arms in them. I said, no, you know, I was cordial. I was a gentleman. You know, I kind of went like this, you know, no. And he took one of my friends to Las Vegas, I think, and might have pedophiled him. I don't know. But I do know, and I think that's what happened. We had a kid in our neighborhood growing up, this kid, Brunch Hawkins was his name. He was born right at 10:30 a.m., so they call him Brunch. I'm not going to say that they're Chinese when you go in the place, but they are an ease. They probably had soup for lunch, I'm going to say that. Some type of broth.
What's up, guys? This is the green room, and we're having a nice time. And this is my top 6 favorite things about Lubbock, Texas.
Number 6, baby. The best Ubers in town, son. Thanks, Chris, bro.
Number 5 is the Buddy Holly Museum. So,
Number 4 is the Woody Allen Trauma Relief Center. Number 3 is Cast Iron Grill. They got a lot of good food, and it's right by the interstate. If you like eating by the interstate, I do. Number 2 is my home's in Kingsbury Country. Right here, baby. This is college. Texas Tech. I'm late for Spanish. And my favorite place in Lubbock. See y'all tonight.
that's what this is called this past weekend? Yeah. How'd you come up with that?
Because I just started on a Monday. A lot of the tech industry came along, and just because they're an app or they're a website, they act like they're not an employer, I guess.
Oh, that's the biggest scam in the world. You got Uber, you got Lyft, you got Google, you've got all these tech companies. But the biggest threat right now is artificial intelligence.
What I don't understand is, at what point is tech valuable to us as a society? I don't want to be a society that there's 11 people watching some robots do stuff. That's what it feels like we're headed towards. It feels like at a certain point you would stop some technology because it kills your society. It kills like the part of you that goes to work, the part of you that comes back, that supports your family, that gives inspiration to your kids because they see their parents working. It's like, it's almost crazy to me sometimes how we keep pushing our society towards advancement if we'll no longer be a society then. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it's a society of convenience. That's the problem, you know, and people don't realize the consequences of technology at sometimes, you know. Although, you know, we know technology is coming. We know technology is relevant.
We got enough.
In certain arenas, but there's still a lot of value to the best computer in the world. That's a human's brain. And, you know, your instinct and you know, there's got to be an opportunity, even if technology comes in to a certain extent, to create jobs as a result of technology.
Did you, in Malaysia, I noticed when I was there, there's a big monkey issue, right?
It's a big monkey. Depends where you go. In the city, that's fine. You probably went to this place called Batu Caves. It's like a cave, a Hindu cave. Mm-hmm. And then when you walk up the steps, there are monkeys who just steal food from you.
Right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that sounds like a monkey issue.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, do y'all eat? Have
Do we
you
eat
ever
the
had
monkeys?
monkey? Yeah.
No. I know some Asians do.
Really?
You know, some. I think maybe China's. I've heard, and I don't know how true this is, but in some places, I believe it too, man. They would just have a table with a hole in the middle, and then the monkey's head would be just coming through that hole, and they would just cut open the monkey's head and eat that monkey's brain as the monkey's still alive and just squiggling under
really?
the table. Yeah. I don't know how true that is, but I like to believe that we eat everything.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love thinking about
It's a
Asian
bit inhumane though, right? It's next level to the snail mucin stuff.
But monkeys they deserve some of it.
No, they're nice. They're smart.
They're smarter. Yeah, I agree. Every now and then you see one who fucking, knows how to open a bag of Dorito or something.
Yeah, they can
but
paint.
Overall,
They're cute too, no?
Put monkeys attacking woman for chips.
Well, that's bias. You can also Google monkeys being cute and loving.
Okay. Let's see both. We'll do a video for each.
The woman who was mauled by a 200-pound chimp.
Okay.
That's not a monkey. That's like King Kong,
I'm just saying, this lady probably had a little bit of chips on her. I watched some monkeys attack a sister for a sack of vinegar salt chips one time on a stairwell.
Okay.
So go to his version now. What do you want to pull up?
Monkeys being cute.
Monkeys being cute?
In Malaysia? Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, let's see that. Oh, that's a beautiful monkey. Ooh, look at him.
Doing blackface. The monkey looks like it's in blackface.
Now,
okay. Yeah, we have a monkey problem. We have racist fucking monkeys.
Yeah, look at this monkey, dude. Wow, bro. Look at this. Who is that?
Oh, that's Justin Trudeau.
How did I quit smoking cigarettes? I forced myself. I bought an 8-ball and I didn't take no cigarettes home because I knew once I had that 8-ball in me, I'm not walking to 7-Eleven. So I stayed in that apartment all night, 8 hours with no fucking cigarettes on an 8-ball. The next day, I didn't need to smoke. I had already beat it in my mind. That's how I quit smoking cigarettes. I bought an 8-ball and no cigarettes to go.
I would say I was an expert at definitely guinea pigs, gerbils, hamsters, anything, rodentia.
Rodentia, yeah.
Once you popped up into like rabbits, I was out. When you
You all right, bro?
God, bro.
You okay, buddy?
What happened? Was that a hate crime? Are we gay? So anyway, I'm angry. I guess I am fucking keyed up today, man. A lot of shit going on. I'm trying to quit vaping. It's vaping, motherfucker. So I'm still on that shit, dude. God damn. I'll fucking put my tongue in a damn birdhouse, baby, and lick the walls. I don't care. That's just where I'm at today, dude. I'll eat a damn bird's ass, bruh. No cap. Praise God, man. We're working through it.
I'll tell you right now. This would be 50% of solving the problem. Get rid of the giant bills. Okay. The omnibus bills, the continuing resolutions, and even the big, beautiful bill.
Bring up omnibus bill. We looked it up the other day when Mr. Vance was here, but I just want to go over it again. An omnibus bill is proposed law that covers a number of diverse or unrelated topics. So it's not even really fair because you only get one vote on the bill?
Correct. And so typically an omnibus bill, it includes at least 12 other bills. Why not put that shit on the floor one at a time?
I agree.
And then that way, you can go to your representative or your senators and say, why did you vote for that? Right now, they can say, well, Theo, I had to vote for it. I had a pay raise for soldiers, right? They literally will put a pay raise for soldiers in every freaking giant bill so that if you vote against it, you have to go back home and watch TV ads that say he voted against a pay raise for the soldiers.
Right. Even though he may have voted for 90 other amazing things on the bill, right?
Right.
And that was one thing that was tied in there that if you went this way,
Yeah.
It may have been like oxygen for grandmothers, right?
Literally, there probably is that in there.
But if you vote for oxygen for grandmothers, then they're not going to give. So I see what you're saying.
I voted against oxygen for grandmothers so many times they can't even run that ad anymore. It doesn't even seem real.
I got a hand job from this gal that dealt blackjack one time, and I remember at the end she went like this. It was like at the end, dude.
You sound
and then
have
went
it.
like that. Yeah, it was awesome, dude. Oh, damn, brother. Yeah, people want it all nowadays. People just want to see your damn wiener if they can for free sometimes. I'm like, get away from me.
I don't strive for excellence. I ain't Chris fucking Nolan. Believe me, every critic will tell you that and shit. If I was striving for perfection, I don't think I've ever made my first film yet. I'd still be sitting there frozen. What will it be like? Good enough will take you very far. Now, that's probably not winner talk, right? Like, fucking, if you want to win an Oscar, you got to leave it on the table. You got to fucking, like, make people hurt. Fucking make those movies where, like, Leonardo's fighting a fucking bear and shit, and fucking make people sit in the snow to do it because everyone's got to be miserable in order for this to read and shit like that. If I were ever trying to make one of those things, it wouldn't happen. Number one, I don't have the talent. Number two, I don't have that kind of patience and shit. Number three, I can't do that to other people. I want people leaving my set going, I had a good ass fucking time. If people on a set are miserable when you make pretend for a living, everybody has fucking failed and you shouldn't be doing this. Like, it should be fun. And a lot of folks can't do that fucking pivot. Like, it's got to be this. And I don't believe in that. So I'm the guy that's just like, that's good enough.
No, it's fascinating, man. Because if you're always aiming for perfection, but a lot of times if you showing up and delivering and good enough, because most people don't even go that far, the fear of of not being prepared for perfection prevents them sometimes from taking the step.
Or it's the fear of not being able to achieve perfection. I just accept early on. It's like, I'm never going to be fucking perfect.
Being married to a gay man would be fun because there's a feminine energy to him that would be like almost like having a girlfriend.
Oh, it's the largest Pomeranian you can have if you're a woman, is a gay husband. Yeah?
Are you good on your posture? Like, are you working on that?
Yeah, I was working on it, dude, until I quit working on it.
This is a good look. I know this is going to look better than what I really want to do, which is this.
Yeah.
Armadillo.
But this feels like I'm going to meet some dude's going to try to meet me, I feel like, all the time.
Yeah,
As a guy.
You're waiting for a grinder date.
Yeah, you're hoping they pick you to go on the Mayflower or something like. Well, I'll tell you, a damn branch fell in my yard. That thing hit, it hit down in the yard, and the man came from Richard's Branch Company or something. And he said $1,100 to get the branch out of the yard. Dude, I had a fella in my old building offer to kill someone that we both knew that we didn't, I guess think should be alive. He offered to kill him for $1,000. So you telling me, Richards, that I can get a man, a human, removed from the earth for $1,000, but $1,100 out here on this dead wood? Come on, bruh. So I'll tell you, what I did? I'll tell you exactly what I did. I got me a Fisker's saw. I brought it. I got me that Fisker's 18-inch right there. And as he's telling me 11, I'm cutting that bastard off and throwing chunks over the fence. There goes $200 worth right there. Now we down to $900. Richards. I want to thank everybody here for getting either getting a negative test or a Vax card or making a fake Vax card. Thank you very much. Let's go, dude. We'll die together, Yeah. I don't think it'll be a bad group if we do. I know that. Oh, yeah. You don't need a bra, ladies. Let the Lord hold your tits, ladies. Come on. Dude, a couple weeks ago, girl on the beach. She was leaving to go to her car. I strategically left at the same time, okay? Am I a stalker? I don't think I am, okay? It was daytime. It was hot out. If I stalked, I would do it in a colder climate. Or time it. Nighttime. But I started talking to her. We had a mutual friend. I got her IG. I messaged her. She didn't message me back. Okay? So first of all, Kate, why don't you eat one of my nuts? And secondly, I did what I could. I showed up. And for like 40 minutes, I was sitting far away from her on the sand, and I was trying to think of a reason to go over there, and then I saw a bird over there, and I was going to try to go and look at this bird, but then I'm like, what fucking guy is like, hey, look at this bird. Hey, what are you doing here? I just couldn't think of a line to come off of the bird. Hey, oh man, there's birds out here. What are you
what, do you know anything about them? You know, I just couldn't think of anywhere to go with it, so that's where I'm at. Let's go.
My number one requested thing to cook, catfish coupillon. I'm hydrated, I'm motivated. Let's get it, dude.
This is like an indoor-outdoor man. And this is a Louisiana type man. This dude got an 8-ball of Lowry seasoning in his pocket, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this the kind of dude asks for a spice rack in a divorce settlement kind of guy. You know, they get wild like that, guys like this. This dude will boil your sister's tits right here. And he's about that life, bro. He's about that fire, that fucking tit right off the bone life, dog. That's who he is, bro.
At this point, don't stir, just sink them down.
He's literally pushing pieces of blue cat down into the sauce with a boat oar. So that's a little bit of Louisiana fire right there. Young lady sent me a thing the other day. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. I'm trying to take Arnold, and I guess that's her husband or whatever, I don't know. Trying to take Arnold to see you, and each ticket's $260. And then she called me the N-word, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind being called it once in a while, but, it just was like, I don't know. I guess, I'm always ready for it, but I just wasn't, this seemed egregious. But anyway, and I wrote back, I said, well, just get you a ticket from a regular locale, woman. Get you a ticket from a decent locale. Because you're shopping indecently on random links. That's why all the links through theovon.com/tour take you to appropriately priced tickets. Everything else is... That's cat ass, baby. That's cat ass. I do remember they had like this cool band. I went to a black fraternity. It was Nickelback, but it was black guys doing it, right? It was like
Don't even say it. Don't even say it.
I'll tell you what it was.
Don't even say the name of that cover band. What is that? Don't even say the name of the Nickelback black cover band, Theo. We've almost done the whole pod, okay? We did a good job. We did a good job today, okay? We did a good job today.
Hear me out.
Here we go. Light it on fire. Light it on fire.
It was just I was like, this is a crazy cover band.
Don't do it.
And then one of their song was like, oh, this how you remind me? Like,
it's not. It's. This is how you remind me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Do you meditate?
Yeah.
People around. I gotta start doing that.
Hey, where are you from again?
I'm from Louisiana.
What do your parents think about the meditation?
My mother really believes in it, and my father's deceased, so he probably tries to contact me through it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Or he still thinks it's gay.
He probably still could.
You know, he's like, I still don't support this.
Dude, when I was young, a lot of stuff was pretty gay, bro.
Yeah. You can change your personality when you lose weight. What if you could do something? You could change your race. Like, what if you they're like, dude, if you start eating blueberries, you'll be black. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Just to be like, you eating a lot of blueberries? You're like, I'm going to be black next
we
month.
got a game on Thursday. What do you got? Bro, the articles you've read and the articles you wear have something in common. Both real small, bro. I remember we went to Chili's. And Chili's, if you're not familiar with it, they kind of act like it's Mexican, but it's like just everybody from your high school started a restaurant. I'm still on that Paleo's, boy. I'm still on that Paleo's diet. And I don't know who Paleo's was, but I'm sure he died of starvation because I haven't eaten. You know what I'm saying? I'll look down. When somebody's talking, I'm trying to look down their throat to see if they got anything in them. That's how hungry I am, boy. You know? I'll lick a little bit of chocolate out of one of your molars, boy. I'm fucking hungry. And most of it, you just end up reading like the bad. Like, basically, it's not even about diet. It's more about reading. Because I'll pick up anything. I'll read it. It'll be like, oh, I can't have what's in here. And then I'll put it down. If you want to brush up on some reading, do Paleo's. Because you read all the labels, you can't have anything. You know, and Paleo's diet it's basically you're a scavenger. You're a hunter. I mean, you could fucking kill somebody in a parking lot. You know, in the afternoon, you won't think twice about it. And that's what's really interesting about the diet. Apparently, you can have fruits, you can have lean meat, and you can murder. Those are all okay on this diet. And eggs. And pure maple syrup for a sweetener. Dude, I remember one time a fucking van full of ginger people broke down on our street, and we'd never seen like a van full. They didn't have, they didn't have it at the time or whatever.
We weren't allowed in a van for a long time. You know that, right? More than 5 was a small ginger army. Yeah, U.S. government restricted more than 5 redheads at once in a moving vehicle. I think it was. Yeah, you could be in packs outside because we're controllable on foot, but in a van, dude.
And I remember my dad, like 4 got out, and he was fucking. You could hear his fucking temperature rising, dude. You could hear his fucking neck straighten a little. Like, yeah.
What are you doing here, boys?
Dude.
Keep it moving.
And then 5 and then 6. They had one that was like kind of weak or whatever, and he got out at the end.
Yeah, gingers traveling in packs is a dangerous, dangerous thing.
You like hummus? It kind of feels like ranch for bitches.
Like, we didn't have dessert at my house. Here's what we had. My mom said you could have 2 cookies. If you get 3 cookies, I'm going to whoop your ass. So really dessert at my house was like, do you want to play a game?
It's probably good to like challenge yourself and challenge expectations, right? To not just go like, oh, I guess I'm just that and I'll just be that, right? Yeah. Like I think I did have an ambition, but really my ambition was about like an experience. I felt like I don't want my experience to be limited. Like that's not fair. That I don't want to just play this role in this way. Like I want, my appetite was bigger than that. Like it was bigger than I think what I was told. I remember when I was young. I remember doing this movie and that one of the other actors was talking to the director and he was like, "Wouldn't it be cool if Joaquin did this kind of movie, kind of like so and so?" And he mentioned this other actor that was like my peer who was like the actor, right? Yeah. And the director was like, "Yeah, but I mean, Joaquin is no so and so." And the other actor was like, "Dude, that's so fucked up to say." The director was like, "Oh no, I mean it in the best way. Like you're a character actor."
He's no Fred Armisen.
Always,
yeah,
character actor, is like kind of code for like. You can't really, like, you're never gonna really get there, but you'll work. And that fucking pissed me off. Yeah. But here's the thing, but it pissed me off because I was like, there's more that will come out of me. And I just, but I think I ultimately appreciate it because it made me go like, well, how do I find more? That way? Like, how do I find more?
Was it scary to start to think, okay, I'm going to build like an actual building for comedy? I mean, it's like a whole new business kind of, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of overwhelming. It's a little overwhelming. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
All right. I'm in a 12-step program. I'm in an AA, right? So I was I'm in recovery, so almost 2 years now. And I know that's your book. One of the things that stuck with me is esteemable people do esteemable things. Mm-hmm. And it's like...
Right.
And it's like when you have that choice to do something.
It's better than alcohol, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, if you're trying to stop drinking, you need something better than alcohol. Mm-hmm. And alcohol's pretty good.
Yeah.
So you better find something a lot better, man. You want to figure out something that you're doing with your life that's worth not getting drunk and screwing up.
Yeah.
Right.
Are there animals out there that are almost extinct? Like, do you believe? Does extinction happen every week on the planet and we just don't realize it? How common is it?
3,000 species per year.
Nuh-uh. You're lying.
Yeah,
You're lying.
That's the estimated number, yeah. And a lot of things, crazy, right?
What?
Bro, a lot of things are going extinct before we've even described what they are. Like in the Amazon where there's all this clear cutting and stuff.
Yeah.
There are little species of, and I'm not talking about a buffalo, I'm talking about a bug this big or a little orchid or something. But before we've even described what it is or looked into the medicinal properties of it or tried to conserve it, it's gone because we wipe out that chunk of habitat.
The estimated number of species that go extinct every year ranges from about 2,000 over 100,000, depending on which scientific estimates and total species counts are used.
We dug into this pretty heavily across a bunch of organizations, and we estimated it was close to about 3,000. Now, most of that, as in like 2,500, are plants, but the other 500 to 700 or so are animals that are going extinct every year.
But to think that we're losing plants, which are... just the things that the medicine and stuff that they're finding in plants, the possibilities.
The more that we advance our technology, the more we use that technology to realize that old ancient ways of medicine and herbal medicine and stuff actually is really effective. But look at the sups game now, right? Like you go on, it's like supplements.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
every supplement's like, oh, this is, I'm making all this up, but like berberine, which is a derivative of an almond shell or whatever, you know, and it's like
beetroot.
You're like, that's medicine.
Yeah.
You know, it's so crazy because I think medicine swung so far away in the pendulum where it's like, it has to be fully synthetic. And it's like, oh, wait, half the shit isn't working, giving you terrible side effects. Well, look over here. Beetroot actually is a great detoxifier. Why don't we just do that? Yeah. You know, it's like the pendulum swung too far and now it's swung back a little bit where it's like, yeah, all these natural things actually help us. And when you're losing 1,500 species or so of those a year, I'm not saying any of them are going to cure cancer, but they might, you know, who knows? Like we haven't tested it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, damn, y'all got
We
them.
got the honey pack.
Y'all got them backwoods, huh? You can smoke it, man. I'll watch you.
I bet. Yeah,
I'll fucking
bring it
watch
in my
you
little
smoke
movie.
that shit. Oh, damn. And what's in there? That reminds me of Poppy Steak. They ever bring that steak out to you. You been there?
Of course, that's where all the girls like to go.
Poppy Steak, huh?
Yeah, they like that beef at Poppy's.
Dang! That's when everybody comes running. You shake that. I got my nephew some good backwoods clothing for
Oh yeah, they do come out with some clothes. And
Christmas last year.
The sweats and hoodies, right?
Yes.
He's a backwood guy?
He's I think he's 9. I don't know if he is or not. You know, he's still pretty young.
Young.
He's a Roblox guy.
Shit, okay.
But if they did a Roblox backwood collab, he'd be on it.
He'd
That's
be
him
on it,
right there.
right?
Max in the middle.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, handsome kid.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He got a good hairline on him.
I know, kid, swaggy.
So the other night there's like tornadoes or something, and I didn't know. Like, and I live in like it's a nice neighborhood, but it's nothing crazy. It's not like rich enough where you're away from tornadoes, you know.
You better be pretty. How rich you have to be to get away from tornadoes?
I don't know. I'm still in the wind district, you know. So there's a freaking tornado warning. There's sirens going off over town. I didn't even know we had sirens. So I'm texting my nephew. Thank God I called him twice, and then finally I texted him. I was like, "Dude, tornado warning. What do I do?" And he's in middle school or whatever. And thank God he's like, "Get under your desk." That's what he fucking says at 4 a.m. And I was like, "Dude, I don't have a fucking desk." You know what I'm saying? And he goes, "Don't curse at me over text." And I'm like, this fucking kid does not know how to support a family member. It's just like,
that's what he's. That's hilarious.
Anyway, I don't even know what I told you that story about. What were we talking about? Weather?
I've been talking to this girl for like 2 years, and it turns out I got her pregnant. The word got around, and somehow it turns out that she's my first cousin.
Wow, dang, brother, that's ooh. That's you gonna be raising a dang lizard, homie. You can't wow, brother, good golly. At the very least, it's gonna need glasses. That thing is gonna need bifocals, brother. You know, make sure it doesn't stand straight up when the moon is full and shit like that when it's real young. Just I'd hit a couple high notes near it on the instrument, see if its eyes turn red or anything, but you're just gonna have to keep tabs on it. Just stay safe, brother, and I would back off that type of behavior. You know, if you win this round of DNA roulette, brother, I'd leave the rest of the bullets in the chamber, baby, when it comes to family.
Nicotine vape pens, they're good for thinking, though, for whatever reason. It's like nicotine is a cognitive enhancer. It's like a nootropic.
Oh, I don't know if I believe that, but to me, it makes me just not be able to sleep that good. It makes me, like, wake up being scared. And look, I was thinking about this, about the moon landing. Here's one thing that strikes me about the moon landing. For one, I've met Buzz Aldrin, and I looked in his eyes. And he didn't look, to me, it didn't look like he had been to the moon. And I'm not saying that, you know, everybody got that special lunar glow in their eye. Everybody's got that galactic twinkle in one of their fucking face balls if they have been to the moon, but he didn't have it for me. You know, sometimes you meet somebody and it looks like, oh, yeah, it looks like they've been to Canada, or it looks like they've been to Africa, or they look, you know, exhausted and they smell like popcorn and it looks like they've been to the mall. Well, I looked at Mr. B. Aldrin and I looked at him and I was like, The look in his eyes, it didn't look like he had been to the moon. Now, that's just what I'm saying. How long were you in rehab for?
35 days.
And where'd you go to?
Place here in Tampa. My roommate's a doctor from Fort Lauderdale that is there for digesting crystal meth anally.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
one roommate. Now, what's that got to do with me drinking? The other guy is a 23-year-old that was taking 40 milligrams of Valium at 23. You don't think he was vibrating? And here's the deal. I get there, I go through all the physical and all that, get all the shit done right, the doctor checks me out. I look across the courtyard, I'm smoking a Marlboro, right? I said, isn't that the guy? That guy looks just like a doctor. He said, it is a doctor. I said, what's he doing here? He said, been a patient here for 5 years. I said, the doctor is taking care of us and the fucking patient? What? I couldn't believe it. So I walked up to the counselor. I told him, is that fucking guy, did he have a license? No, they pulled it. Well, how is he practicing medicine? It is a nut house. I was in the fucking night house.
30 seconds is a lot of pee. And I've been trying to pee more.
30 seconds is a lot of pee?
You think it's less?
That's not. Dude, I casually will piss for fucking 70 seconds.
I just heard you had a nice stream.
Okay, that was nothing.
That was a nice stream for like a few minutes.
That was nothing. I could still cry after that. I could pee so much that I can't cry for an hour.
Really?
Oh,
I'm a quick peer then, I think.
I'll put it all out. I love to, I think, pee. And so I won't even wear underpants that are really tight anymore because I don't want that added outside influence.
All natural.
Yeah, because it'll kind of like tighten around your bladder, you know? I don't like that. I like to pee as God wants, as I want.
I think your boy from Louisiana.
Oh, Starzy Rats?
Starzy, right? The white boy.
Yeah.
That said the N-word.
And he shouldn't have done it. And look, don't do it, man. I know you want to do it. But yeah, I've said it before. Write it down. Put it in a bottle. A lot of people will do that, I noticed.
They put it in a bottle?
Write it down, put it in like a bottle, throw it out in the water.
What does that do for you, though?
It's just like message in a bottle. It just gets it out of your system.
Yeah, just get the N-word out. But you want it to get out to the world, but without it being known or seen. It's just
just let the Lord do what he wants with it then. If you throw it out into the water, that's on you. Look at that. Imagine you roll up on one of them on the beach.
Let the Lord do as he pleases with it, right?
Yeah.
If it gets to one of the sharks or a whale up there, it is what it is.
But imagine it gets to China and some dude opens it up and he's like, yeah.
And he starts saying,
You're
going to hell, man.
That shit's
You're
messed
going to
up.
hell.
Well, that's
Like, oh yeah, you're gonna bring like fucking artists up now.
Bro, we gotta.
If you tell lots of small lies, then you then have to keep up. On
yeah.
Fuck, who did I say this to, and who did I do this to? And
Who did I tell I was a mime? And then you're fucking everybody you meet. You're like,
now that's it. I would love to see you be a mime, fully painted, just.
And they're always stuck in the smallest apartment. It's like, first of all, get a better job, you know? Get out of that rat trap. That's what I always think about those guys. But, dude, there used to be a lot of mimes, Ed.
Yeah.
Look, pull that up, dude. How many mimes were there probably in 2010? Or 2005? Let's fucking go back, since we have access to all this online.
I'm not sure there's much records of mimes. This is another thing. When you are training to be a mime, you got to make the mime archives. Because then we can rely on you to get, when we Google, we're like, Theo's got us. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of perfect, dude. Niche. First of all, I'll say this about mimes. They're lazy, dude. And mimes, well, magicians are comedians' arch nemesis, right? And that's been since like the beginning of time, dude. But I'll say this also, mimes can suck it. I'll go ahead and say that right now, bro. If you're a mime, dude, bring it, bro.
I think the day that you learn to be a mime, you'll actually learn a bit of appreciation for it. You'll be like, actually, this is way harder than I thought.
Did you ever get to meet Michael Jackson?
Nah, I didn't, man. I wish I did, though. You know, I was, fucking 10 when he died?
Damn. That would have been the time to meet him.
Yeah, man.
Like, we had a bus driver, dude. He picked us up one day, and he didn't take us to school, bro. This dude, Milford, he just drove us around. And about 30 minutes into it, we're like, we ain't even going to school, bro. We just on
He's taking y'all to do something weird. That's what he's about to take
no, he was just driving. I think he's trying to stay away from his wife.
Really?
And I think he.
But why not just take y'all to school and then he drive by
bro.
himself?
That wasn't on his mind, man. He had different shit on his mind. And look,
his name is Milford?
His name is Milford, bro.
That sounds like some Milford shit.
And he had a mixed child. He had a mixed child named Boogie. They had a black lady named Tilly that sweeped out his school bus.
No, hold up. Hold the fuck
And
up.
they had a
Hey,
child.
hold the whole story. A black lady named Tilly?
Yeah.
Tilly.
Tilly.
That's some shit back in slavery.
Wait, look, bro,
Mildred Tilly and who? Boofer?
No. Milford.
No. Milford, Tilly, and what was the nigga name? The little nigga?
Boogie.
Boogie. Look at you. I got you.
Because I don't know if you know, rich people, a new thing rich people are doing is more Thanksgivings. That's when you know shit's getting weird. When rich people's having extra Thanksgivings? And everybody else out here fist fighting at the Popeyes? Everybody else out here giving birth at Arby's, and rich people out here having more than one Thanksgiving? If you like to bet, you like to bet, right? Think about it. See? Well, my bookie delivers. NFL, college ball, and a brand new cash out system give you the option to bet and win. First 2 legs of your parlay hit, boom, cash out early. Join the MyBookie family for an entire season filled with odds boosts, free bets, and super contests. This season, MyBookie has a no-string attached cash bonus that lets you deposit and withdraw quickly. Use promo code Theo on a deposit of $50 or more, and you can receive up to $200. Again, that's promo code Theo to claim your cash deposit. You can bet anything, anywhere, anytime, anything, only with MyBookie. I remember staying at home when I was a kid. Shit was great. Making stuff, making your own food, remember that? Dude, one day for lunch, bro, I had 16 pieces of cheese. Cheesesteaks. And a cheesesteak is when, I guess, I don't know. But I thought it was that
you just put a bunch of cheese in like a, as much of a meat shape as you could and just had that bitch, So I made a perfect T-bone out of cheese out of about 16 pieces of American. You know what I'm saying? GBA, boy, God bless him.
We had some guy cut off his own dick and threw it on the sidewalk.
Oh, for what?
Because he was crazy. He was mentally ill, but we don't know any of this. So the call came in, the patrolman see it on the sidewalk, and there's a blood trail. So they start following the blood trail, and it went a long way, several hundred yards.
What?
And it gets worse and worse. And the patrolmen followed the blood trail, and then they're following it up the stairs of this 3-family house. It's like 3 apartments in one house, and the blood gets bigger and bigger. They knock on the door. This guy opens the door, completely naked. A hole where his dick used to be, and he's just standing there, not talking. Once the EMTs find out this person's alive, now they want to try to collect it to see if they can reattach it at the hospital.
Yeah.
I actually have a video of this whole thing. I pulled video from the street, nearby surveillance video. That's how I know kind of everything after the fact. They come down to reattach it, and we had just done the photos. I didn't look directly at it. I can do...
Oh, never stare into it. I know that.
It was big. It was nasty. So... they try to come down to take it off the sidewalk. He goes to pick it up.
And what are they using, a spatula or whatever?
No, he had gloves on. He was using his hand. And he had this weird,
God, that guy's a pervert.
clear cylinder. He was an EMT. He had this, cylinder thing he was going to put it in.
Like one of those bank, remember at the bank you would put that check in the thing and send it back up there through that?
Literally like that. So he
dude.
He goes to pick it up, and it's been so cold. He's tugging it, and it was frozen to the sidewalk.
No way. Like that guy from Christmas Story. Bring that up.
But like his tongue, that's what happened to the poor guy.
Bring that up real quick, because people forget that can happen. Oh, yeah. Oh, what kind of wiener are we talking about?
It's big. It was big, and it looked purple.
Ooh.
This is the best part. There's people going to work. It's like 3 or 4 in the morning. He's completely naked. No one called 911.
Mm.
And he's walking down the street, and I have a video of it. He leans up. He'd cut it, but it wasn't off altogether.
Like mistletoe at a Diddy party or something.
Crazy. Threw it on the sidewalk.
No. Oh!
So if you could believe something's worse, he came back, and he's walking down the street, and as he sees it, he walks over to it and gets down on all 4s and leaned over and kissed it.
Nuh-uh.
And then got up and walked away. I thought he was going to eat it like a dog bone, honest to God. I was like, what is happening? What is happening?
Dear God. Let me just say that out loud so God knows that we're just alarmed by this.